I started making beats in 2020 without any music theory knowledge, without any budget for investing in plugins or in some gear, without any knowledge about marketing and selling. Since that point, making my beats still let me blow up 2 of my channels, make thousands of dollars selling my beats. It let me get into conversations with literally hundreds of real, actual rappers and hear my beats being played on concerts all over the world. So in this 4 years, almost 5 years journey at this point, I gathered a lot of informations, a lot of tips, and I would love to share some of them with you today. So I would like to make this video, like this is kind of weird for me, but this time I would like to make some more inclusive videos. So I would like to give advice for beginning producers and also for those really advanced, I call this Elite Force producers. So I split this video into 3 sections. And the first section is for beginners, second for kind of experienced guys, guys that are like year in the game, 2 years in the game, and the third section is for the elite force of producers, so guys who already made sales, who already made views, who are already years in the game. So I'm Mordarski and I will help you make your first K selling beats. Advice number 1 is your sound should be in some kind of type, okay? A lot of beginning producers fall into this trap of thinking, yeah, I don't make type beats because I'm so original. And I need to take you back to the earth, bro. You're making beats for 2 weeks. No, you're not Van Beethoven, you're not Metro Boomin, you're not Mozart. You didn't create new genre, you didn't create new type of sound. No, your beats just suck and sound ass. Okay? In first year of producing, like really, your beats should be so much able to be put in the niches, in types. I'm 100% just copy sound of Metro Boomin, copy some sound of Drake, copy sound of anybody, bro. You should be able to get into type beats. If your beats in your first month of producing can't be put into type beat niche, it means you totally suck. It means your beats are complete trash. So yes, don't try to get too creative, too fucking experimental, too fucking smart. Switch off your brain, go to YouTube tutorials, watch my tutorials, watch some tutorials of guys who are more into beginner stuff because I'm more into selling beats and advanced kind of producing. Just understand the basics. Make type beats, complete brain that trap type beats, okay? And then you can start experimenting, okay? But at first, you should be put in some type, type of sound, okay? No type equals no sales at the beginning. Remember it. The second is using scale highlights. So I will just probably show you how to use in FL Studio. I show it in my previous videos. But yeah, this is like really quick tip. Just use scale highlights because if you don't understand music theory, they will just save you a lot of fucking time and hassle, okay? Go to your piano roll and you, this thing, view, scale highlight, and you can choose any kind of scale, okay? It's really important. So now, advice number 3 is it's kind of similar to advice number 1, but start with really basic beats before making experimental, more complex beats. In your first beat, don't try to layer sounds, don't try to add some chord progressions, 20 melodies, beat switches, complex drum patterns, crazy sample chops. No, I don't want any of that. I want simple loop, simple piano loop, simple violin loop, simple loop from some internet and drums and bass. That's it. One melody, one bass, one drum pattern, boom. If you can't make a good beat with this basic formula of melody, drums, bass, you will not create anything more, okay? You will not go further if you can't get this basic beat. I want the most basic beats from you at the beginning. This is like for kind of guys like, 3 months, 6 months in the game. Your beats should sound basic and proper. Basic and proper. If they sound basic and trash, it's not that good. They should sound proper and basic. It's really hard to start making complex beats that sound good. I still struggle with that, but it's so easy to start making decent sound with basic beats. So start with basic at first. More means less. I think I will in editing I will just add one of my reels from Instagram here where I explain it, but generally my main point from this is sometimes adding more to your beat takes all from your beat. And you don't really need two melodies, you don't need this counter melody, this additional chord progression, this additional snare layer. You don't need that. If you start to think, yeah, should I put this melody here? No, you fucking shouldn't. When you make a beat and it sounds decent, okay? Next time you make beat, it sounds decent. And now you start thinking, yeah, but I could put this counter melody, and think about me in that fucking very moment, think, no, fuck you, don't put that melody there. I heard so many beats from young guys, from those young beginning producers who just show me really decent idea for the beat, and then they show me, yeah, in the hook I decided to put this additional chord progression. I don't even know what the fuck is minor chord. What are we talking about, man? So remember, putting more always will mean less for you if you're a beginner, okay? Remember that putting more stuff in your beat will not make it better. It's very likely to make it worse at the beginning. Next advice, number 5. I probably forgot about numbers in previous one, but fuck that. So advice number 5 is just study some basics of music theory. I've made videos on that. I'm not sure if they are uploaded, but you can actually just DM me on Instagram and I will send you a private link to my music theory courses. Completely free, just DM me on Instagram, link in the description. Yeah, just study complete brainwave basics, not even just to use chords, but just to start making better melodies, okay? So I don't want to explain anything about it, but I'm just telling you, start studying music theory. Even if you're a total beginner, it will just let you make better melodies, okay? I know, we got those AI generators, we got those pack of MIDIs, but no. Study this. Really, bro, you will thank me later. And last advice for beginners. Plugins don't matter. I talked about it in my previous videos. I will give you links in the description because I have at least like 2 videos about it at this point on my channel when I'm uploading it. No, like you shouldn't care about plugins at all. Okay? You shouldn't care about plugins at all. Because if you're advanced, you have budget for it, okay? You can now buy this fancy plugin to make your sound a little bit more interesting, but trust me, I made my first $1,000 without buying any synthesizer, any sampler, any fucking fancy drum kit, without anything. Okay? You don't need it either. Remember, if your beats suck, it's never about your plugins. This is fucking never about your plugins. You can create... I had a little problem with my window right now. It's not good, but it's not so bad either, so we can go back to our advice. Yeah, so remember, it's never about your plugins. It's never about your goddamn plugins. So now we can go to the experienced producer section. If you are already 1 year in the game, or even a little bit less, like 8 months in the game of producing, you need to learn some mixing. There is this one really good book. This is called Mixing Engineer's Handbook, probably. I will give you a link to Amazon or something. Really fucking good book. Really, like, it changed my view on mixing, but even like watching some basic YouTube tutorials, even though I don't recommend watching a lot of tutorials because every fucking other tutorial brings you different information. So I didn't make like a video. I made one video on mixing on my channel, but it's not that good. So yeah, but generally, just you need to learn mixing. Okay, because this is not like a tutorial video. I'm just telling you, you need really studying mixing is way better than just putting soft clipper and thinking that the water is wet. Okay, generally no. This is it's not even if you don't want to never play with mixing vocals, your beats will get better. Good mixing will make your beats better. Really, sometimes those small details in mixing change okay beat to really interesting beat. Maybe not, like you will not save terrible beat by good mix, it will never happen. So generally making good beats is the most important, but sometimes you can bury some nice ideas with bad mix. Because if your mix isn't proper, maybe you can't hear a proper kick, on the phone or on some headphones. Maybe it sounds better in the car, maybe it sounds better on some other device. So yeah, proper mixing is key for your beats to go viral, for your beats to get sales. I don't becoming some sound engineer, but we just need it. By the way, I'm currently during creating my paid program. It will be some first link in the description, and there are two options. It's already available and you can buy it, or you can just sign up to get it as quickly as possible after I release it. But I will put there my course on being a producer, selling your beats, creating your business. But I will put there also my music theory course and mixing course. That will be not available anywhere else. So yeah, I'm not sure if they're already there. So you can just check on the website. So go into first link in the description, and yeah, just get into my program. It will be nothing expensive. I think something less than $40, and you can just check my music theory course, my mixing course, and then also this crazy big selling your beats course, which will explode your beat selling business. But now let's get to the next advice. You need to start marketing your brand, your beats, your music ASAP. Okay, I made also a ton of videos on this. You can just look on my channel. But yeah, I will just say it as simple as possible. Start producing content today, no matter type beat, Instagram reels, TikToks, I don't know, sending fucking cold DMs, even like it's better to send cold outreach DMs than do nothing. Okay, start marketing your beats as fast as possible. I made videos on this, so I don't want to like go into rant about it, but really I started marketing my beats when I was like few months in the game, and I wish I started earlier. Okay, the quicker you start marketing your beats, the quicker you will start making money, quicker you go viral. Okay, it doesn't matter if your beats are that good or they are not, but at this point, if you are considering yourself an experienced producer and you haven't got like already 1000 views on video, on some reel, on some TikTok, it means that you got a real fucking problem, my friend. Because you already should be there. There are worse producers than you who have way more views. Okay, producing has to be your priority. Okay, so there is this one fun fact about the word priority and priorities. Back in days, there was no such word as priorities in like English dictionary, because priority was by definition something that is the only important thing, something that has to be the most important. Nothing can be more important than that or as important. But we fucked it up with our modern language models that we use word priorities. Priorities is not real. Priority is real. What it means? You can't have this approach that, yeah, my priorities are health, money, and family. No, because you get to a certain point when you need to choose. Okay, so I have to divorce my wife, but go to take this job in the USA for a lot of money, or I need to stay with my wife and stay broke. And now I need to make a choice. Some of you will tell you prefer wife, some of you some of you will prefer money. Ooh, you had two priorities, but now it seems like you have only one. In the other case, you're thinking, oh, if you're a younger guy, okay, so I can make this beat for my daily upload on the channel, or I can study for exam, and I will fail the exam, or I will fail my daily uploads. And now you need to make a choice. You need to have some of you choose option 1, some of you choose option number 2. But it seems like now you have a priority. No to your priorities. 90% of time, it seems like you can have priorities. But in this one specific situation, you have only one. So yeah, music has to be your priority. It can't be your hobby, it can't be your second and third option. This is your priority. You need to become master. You need to become the best in making music. Okay? So this is like more philosophical kind of advice, but really one of the most important points in this video so far. Okay, now something that I'm also mentioned in my other videos, which is 4-hour deep work rule. Can I show you this book? Yes. Okay, so this is book Deep Work by Cal Newport. He is like professor on Stanford University probably, and this is book 4-hour work week. What they have in common is one thing, that you should work fucking less. If you're a factory fucking worker, not Jesus Christ, not any offense by that, okay? But if you're a factory worker, if you're, I don't know, a cashier, if you're this kind of guy working in a magazine, you are paid by an hour. I don't think that if you work in this kind of job, this is your like, you wouldn't watch this video probably if you would love this job. You also probably don't dream about being a paid hourly factory worker on minimum wage. Then you are paid by an hour. We are paid for results. So, and you don't need to put a lot of hours in producing. You should produce for less than 4 hours a day, and I will just definitely give you a link in the description or in a pinned comment, because that's fucking important. And I made videos on this already, so I don't want to get too specific in this video, but generally, my point, don't produce for more than 4 hours. You will have days when it's okay to work for more time. Maybe you work with somebody on custom beats, maybe you do some mixing, mastering, but if you have a producing session, 4 hours, go offline, focus on this. That's it. You don't need any more. And the last advice for experienced producers or for all the other producers is to know your value. So just, you are at the point in your life when you start selling your beats. Maybe you've already sold some beat, maybe you will sold soon, or you just during a literally conversation with an artist. Know your value. Just as simple as that. I don't want to get too specific with that, but don't sell for $10, for $20. Always try to sell for more. On your BeatStars, in your DMs, in your emails, everywhere. If you can sell, I have this book. I have to fucking show it. This dope as fuck book. Alex Hormozi, 100 Million Money Models. I will find you a quote, but the thing is really dope. So I want to show you this quote because it's so fucking good. The only thing worse than making a $1,000 offer to a person with $100 budget is making a $100 offer to someone with $1,000 budget. We don't usually make this kind of big offers. We're selling $50 leads, but yeah, it's better to find some, to, like, you have this broke rapper in your DMs and you tell him that your basic is $100 and he refuses. He would not pay much anyway because he has no money, but then you find client that could pay you $500 and you offer him like $20. And so you just lost $500. He could spend $500 fucking dollars, man. He could spend $500. Always try to make your prices higher, because this is easy money. This is free money. Increasing your prices, if you can still manage to make a sale, is just free money. So know your value, make your prices of beats as high as possible. Now let's go to advice for elite force of our kind, elite force of producers. You're here if you're producing for, I don't think that less than 3 years. 3, 4, 5 or more years. I'm like 4 years plus in the game, so it's probably you could be producer for more than me. At first, don't be shy with looping samples. Okay, it seems like it's basic advice, but I didn't want to give this advice to guys that are 1 year in the game, 2 years in the game, because they shouldn't get too much into looping. I think that it's because once you start looping your beats at the beginning, it will be hard to change it in the future. I used to loop a lot when I was still a total beginner, like 1 year, 2 years in the game, and I don't think that it made sense. I just got lazy because I was just spamming my beats. That generally, if I even landed a placement with them, I would get no money because it were like some really popular songs that I found, some old soul with few millions of views on YouTube. So yeah, this is kind of thing that it's not unclearable. So for beginners, it's not good advice to be a looper. But if you're already advanced and you can chop samples, you can create from the scratch. Now, don't be shy with sampling. With looping. Okay, there is this video on my channel of analyzing really successful producers. Check, for example, Metro Boomin production. You probably already know this. That I know Running beat. Okay, there's also beat Decent Hustlers from Dr. Dre. Beats, a lot of beats from Big X The Plug. Okay, for example, there's this beat. Mr. Trouble, something like that. So yeah, there are a lot of really successful beats that use very simple looping in samples. Okay, so don't be shy with that. Keep your content simple. Another advice, that would destroy life of beginner producer, but for you it's very proper because beginning producers should experiment a lot. Should, by all means. Should try this content, try this more edited, maybe some visualizer for your beat, but after years of making content for rappers, I understood the amount of time you need to put in your content is quality by itself, and the smaller it is, the better it is for you. If you can make content in an easier way, you should do this way. If you can do this faster, do this. So yeah, if you can find formula for a content and you can just create faster, easier, without less effort, less money, less generally hassle involved, you should go for this content, okay? If you can create content on Instagram that you just sit in front of the computer, listen to your beats and move your head, go for it. Go for it. People get successful because they get into this content and it doesn't stop them from producing and from doing other meaningful things. Content in 2025 doesn't require you to sit 24/7 on this. Even though I make 4 videos, I upload 4 videos every week, I record 8 videos in one day. And I do editing the other day. That's so fucking simple. Okay? I mean long form videos. This video will probably like 20 minutes or even more. Your content on Instagram is like 20 seconds. So yeah, keep your content as simple as possible so you can maintain it in the long run. Next advice, start upselling. If you're in this section, you've had to land some placements. No placement, sales. You made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sales in your life already, or even more. So you got clients, and if you have clients, you need to start upselling. I also made a lot of videos on this, and it's also in my course on making money from producing. Just go into first link in the description. It will definitely be there because all my method is based on this, but generally. You can sell 1 beat MP3 release for $30 and that's it, or you can offer a guy a package of 5 beats, $70 each, add mixing to every his song, make him a custom beat next week, and you made $500 this way. You can make $30 or $500 with one guy, the same fucking customer. So yes, once somebody buys, offer him more beats, offer him mixing, offer him exclusive license, offer him custom beat, anything. Try to sell him more and never assume that yeah, he already bought the beat so he's not interested. No. If he bought the beat, it means he has cash in hand ready. It means that now you should start selling for real. It's hard to sell to somebody who hasn't bought anything. If he has bought something, start selling right now. Now it got fucking serious, okay? I don't want to get too crazy about it. I have videos on this, but it's also really well explained in my course. So yeah, you can just check out my product. I will add a lot of features, by the way, in this feature, so just go into first link in the description. It will be definitely worth, okay? Advice number 14, it seems like it's 14, it's more face, more sales. More face, more sales. I repeated myself, okay? It generally means you don't want to do faceless branding, okay? You always want to add face to your brand, and the more you show your face in your content, no matter YouTube type beats, Instagram content, TikTok content, cold outreach, you will get more sales, okay? So if I know that some of you guys don't want to post your face, you want to stay fucking incognito, I get it, but just if you think that, yeah, actually, if my family would find out I'm selling my beats and I'm showing my face on the internet, it would not be bad, just do this. If it doesn't cost you anything, just show your face, because you will not explode your sales in today with showing your face. Like, let's be reasonable. But in the long term, I definitely can tell you that once I started uploading my face to my Instagram, I started getting more sales, definitely. People just trust you way more when they find your type beats, for example, and then they go to your Instagram, and instead of, like, no photos or photo of some, or just, MP3 files, they see your face, they can see that you're really producer, you're a real honest guy, you're nice looking, well groomed, maybe you're fucking jacked like I am, not really right now, but generally that you're a good lad. So yeah, more face, more sales, remember. And the last advice from me is play some instruments. Okay, I didn't want to mention it earlier, even though you could start playing instruments earlier, but if you have no instruments knowledge at the beginning, just focus on using FL Studio properly in those first years. If you're a beginner and you're still watching this, you could do this, and if you're playing instrument already, don't stop it, keep doing that. But at the beginning it's more about understanding how to use samples, how to use drum kits, how to like use loops, how to operate in FL Studio in a proper way, because that's really important to just understand the whole structure, how to also use playlists, how to do all those little tricks. But now we understand it all. Now we should start studying playing on an instrument. I wish I could play the guitar more. So yeah, now I recently started playing on the piano. I'm not really good with that, but it improves our melodies. It lets you can use midis, you can use AI general, but yeah, playing from the fucking scratch on the piano is dope. It's really valuable skill. So if you can do this, just do this. If you can just start learning instruments, you will really thank me later. If you're like 3 years in the game, this is really moment to start to become a really musician, not just a beat maker from the internet. Okay, so yeah, this is all my advice for today. You can check out my other videos, a lot of them in the description, and the whole rest on the channel. If you want to get specific guidance from me, you can go to my Instagram and DM me call. So we'll go on a quick strategy call, and I will tell you if I could help you with your beat selling business. But also, I'm currently, when I'm recording this, creating this crazy product, this crazy course for selling beats, and a lot more, because it's not just a course. Course is just one ingredient, or this whole thing. It's a whole system of courses, community, and advices, regular daily advices from me that will be in my program. It's first link in the description. When I upload this, probably at the beginning the price will be definitely better. So if you're early on this video, just go buy this, because the price will be a bargain. The price is a bargain to the value. So yeah, if you want to get serious, just go into my product or go to my Instagram and DM me call. So we will just check if I could help you directly. So yeah, that's all for today. All links in the description. Bye.